coming for you. TikTok, big bang when I ride with my crew. TikTok, every day you wanted to act a fool. TikTok, now I'm here, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? When I come after you, look around, there's nowhere for you. My friend, it is over for you. BIRIRI when I come, BIRIRI when I go, BIRIRI when I pull up and knock on your door. BIRIRI is what she said, BIRIRI is what she know. BIRIRI what you feel when I mash up the show. BIRIRI when I come, BIRIRI when I go, BIRIRI when I pull up and knock on your door. BIRIRI is what she said, BIRIRI what she know. BIRIRI what you feel when I mash up the show. Step back, I'm about to reload, please, I'm not your hero. Never drop no kilo. You are soft like pillow. Pillow filled with pillow. You will take my kilo when I step on the floor. Band them up, Molido.
So Tuesday, I think it was actually a good idea that we started recording like when it got kind of dark. Now it's cooler. Guys can jazz without worrying.
I told you we have no choice also, like.
Yeah.
Either that or we don't record. But no, we haven't recorded for like 2 weeks. How are you guys feeling?
No, we didn't record for a week, I think.
Felt like
We recorded, and to be fair, we recorded.
Okay, I did. Me and the voice.
Yeah, you and the voice recorded.
Subscribe to Patreon so that we recorded. We revealed the voice's face there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys told me that episode was stupid, bro. I don't even know why. We're just voicing our opinion.
That's what the patron said.
Nah, people texted me personally.
This episode was stupid.
Bro, you like sense. Okay, I don't know how to take that.
We're just idiots, bro.
Were you trying to sound like an idiot that day?
Nada. I feel like we're having a normal conversation,
then,
bro.
Yeah. You need to check that guy.
That's more painful.
They said we, not I.
They didn't come to me personally for a reason.
If you're both in
they know
respect for the
no, they said you only. Well, silly. Me, they didn't say nothing like that.
Now you guys were killing me in that episode, man. Some of that jazz,
bro.
like,
and you know the funny thing is that jazz was normal in my head, bro.
That's not like so no more jazz we'll be having, I swear, on a daily.
Nah, you guys were killing me.
The only pressure was we had to pressure to change topics, but like literally that's how we talk. Aside from that, that's how we like. That's how we do.
We were just exchanging information. That's basically what it was.
That thing, like me not being on the pod, really showed me that. I think on this pod we really be like feeling our way through the darkness. Like we don't need to know the whole subject. We just need to know an inkling of that subject, and then we give our opinions on what we think the rest of the truth is of that subject.
Until we come to some sort of equilibrium, then we move on, man.
It's like that elephant in a dark room thing. Like, one guy just holds the nose and says, "Man, this must be a snake." They'll be like, "Oh my God, snakes be like." But
someone is like,
you know what's smart is that it shows that it's really not an educative podcast, bro, or
that's
educational.
No, that's not true. There's nuggets of information.
I think it's not educative in the sense of this is class, you're going to learn.
Yeah,
facts,
we're going to
but
learn
it's
nada.
maybe educative in the sense of you learn how to think. Like
I agree.
Like you,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Arrive at a point.
What's mad is, bro, what was that tagline we used to have? Ignorant reactions.
Ignorant conversation with intelligent reactions.
No, intelligent conversation with ignorant reactions.
Something like that.
That's so funny, bro.
Yeah, shout out MJP.
But there's definitely a lot of like knowledge in that jazz, because every once in a while we'll stumble on a topic that one of us knows a lot about, and then you can educate.
And one of those topics, incidentally,
it's definitely educative, but it's not educational.
We know a lot about MJP match here.
Yeah.
And this one is a fact. This match is hot. Like literally, if you are this in the heat, you will feel so hot.
The fact that guys are not like the fact that guys aren't buying MJP hats is crazy to me because of like how hot it is, bro. I'm like an MJP hat in the back seat.
These things are too hot, bro. You're
not
trying to feel hot.
Not the beanies, the capes. It just makes sense, bro.
I'm talking on the beanie. Now for me, I'm more of a beanie guy myself. I love this beanie. When I'm on a judge, it keeps my hair dust free, bro. That's so important to me.
This
thing covers my hair
hat,
in
bro.
style.
I wish I could show these guys what my hat looks like
Dusty
because of the dust today, bro.
When you're at crib, you're trying to cover a bad hair day. This thing does a job, bro. Everyone will be asking you what's MJP. The time there's some guy called about Moses John Paul wanted to buy all the match, man, because that's his name. said, no, bro, it's MJP. He thought me I designed the whole logo for him.
Should have just let it.
No, bro, it was the principle.
Integrity is holding us back.
That's principle.
We would be on our
It's like
second drop
Mukiibi,
right
John
now,
Paul.
bro.
You think you're this cool, Mugumi? I don't know your name, bro. But Moses John Paul, bro. I said that JP was John Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, go buy the
That's
match,
funny.
man.
That's
There's a WhatsApp link in the description down below.
That's hard.
Copy yourself some match.
Yeah, man. Welcome back to our Mob Jazz podcast. Man.
It's been a minute.
It has, bro. It's been a minute. Even the ladies here at Cardamom were saying it had been a minute. And I told it was just 1 week. And I
It
was
was
saying,
literally
like,
just
man,
1 week.
That's too long, man. I was touched.
So I actually forgot to address this in the previous pod, but where were you at in the previous
Yes,
Patreon pod?
man. We need to figure out a way to stop doing that, bro. I remember even when the voice wasn't here sometime, we just acted like like he was here. You know what I mean?
My guys keep
The guys
pushing.
didn't address the fact that the voice was now on camera, nothing. Guys just kept going.
Where were you at?
I was out of town for work in Barra district for the week. Actually just got back today.
Like literally.
Literally this afternoon is when I got back like at 4
And somehow he was here before all of
for
us.
everyone. Yeah.
I think that was a problem, bro.
Why?
So when you said 5,
Yeah.
in my head I'm like, it can't be 5.
He was here by like
4:59,
4:59,
Literally,
bro.
I parked here at 4:55. Changed, like, no, not changed, but put like my shoes on, yeah, and walked in.
Because
So
I was like,
sent
I
that
want to
text
reach here
group
at 6. Because he'll probably be here by
at
6.
5:30 there. So a hack that guys need to know about coming into Kampala from the west is you need to be entering Kampala by 4 p.m. Because if it clocks 5
That is
and
so
you're
true.
on that bypass, Ombuyo Achengera,
That is so true.
you're enter Kampala at like 9, bro.
There's what's that as if junction that has like the flyover and stuff? Nah, not Northern Bypass, is another one.
That's the one, Achengera, where like the what do you call it? The Supreme Miller's factory is.
It's a Northern Bypass. That's a Northern Bypass. Crazy.
You're joining the
Busega
Northern.
roundabout.
Busega.
Busega, that's
roundabout,
the
yeah,
one
that
I
one.
was looking for.
That
Yeah,
one.
Chenga
Busega.
is past Busega.
Yeah,
That thing, bro. Like, you know how we always travel via Christmas? Well, not always, but like most times. If you leave after 5 a.m. on like 24th,
exactly like that, yeah. Exactly
good luck,
like that,
bro.
bro. So yeah, man, that's why I had to get here early. I told the driver, the guy who I came with, we were leaving at midday. I said, bro, we have to be at Cardamom by 5. So that was our goal on our way here. Then, yeah, I think we did decent time. We weren't driving too crazy.
average speed.
Average speed maybe like 100, 120.
That's alright.
Average.
To be fair, you were coming from. It wasn't like the west.
Scary.
Yeah.
By the west, I mean like Kabale, bro.
Yeah, no, we weren't too far west.
Yeah.
Also, just to let you guys know, that Hoima is in the west. Yeah,
Shout out
that's
Hoima.
some FYI. Hoima is in the west.
Okay, now, okay. Is
only
it
that
okay,
place.
northwest?
Now let's discuss
It's in the
this.
northwest. It's in the north. It's in the northwest.
No, it's in the west.
Yeah, west.
Northwest
like
is
direct
crazy.
west. Like direct west. Think.
Northwest is West
Because you went to Lake Albert, right? When you guys were there, that lake that you guys were
No,
at.
we didn't go.
That was Lake Albert.
Lake
I
Albert
didn't
is where the
reach
oil
there.
is,
No,
right?
you didn't reach.
No,
You were in the videos.
I was in the video till that point.
Yeah, you guys didn't reach it.
No, we didn't. As we went home, then they went to
Just
Lake
know
Albert.
that Lake Albert, on the other side of Lake Albert is DRC Congo.
Congo, yes.
So that's how you know it's west.
So Hoima is
Proper
above as if Kasese, Kabarole, those ends.
Kasese is also west, yes.
It's southwest.
Southwest
now
is
Barara,
Kabale,
Kabale.
Rukunjiri, Kisoro. That's southwest.
That's southwest.
Crazy west. Yeah.
It's funny how we have a southwest of the country, but no south of the country. Like there's no southern.
We are in the
Uganda.
south.
Because of the lake.
There's a lake in the south, bro.
Still kind of crazy.
Because and also because the capital city is attached to the lake. So now
It
the
begins, the
capital
country
city becomes the center. Right? So because the center is where Kampala is. Kampala is not the actual
Yeah.
center of the
To
country.
be fair, if we were to have a south, it would be like
Choga.
Rakai.
Lake Choga around
Those
there.
districts that are like to the left of Lake Victoria. Does that make sense?
What's the Lake
Rakai.
Choga district?
Where is Lake Choga? Lake Choga is in the middle, right?
Yeah, that's where the capital would be. If it had to be in the
District is
center,
actually-
dead center.
I actually don't know.
I don't know which district that is. I don't know the districts in the middle.
Anyway,
Is
someone
there
will
a
inform us, I
center
swear.
of Uganda? What's that place called?
We're in Central already. This is Central Uganda.
I don't know. It just doesn't sound like Lake Choga.
What I know is like these things are
I know what
less.
you mean.
It's less about of Uganda and more about of Kampala.
That's
So
true.
like what is north of Kampala,
That's
what
true.
is northeast of Kampala, what is southwest of Kampala.
But then Lake Choga is what's that? That's not north.
Dead
it's
middle.
not central.
It's probably
It's part of Central, probably.
Mm-hmm.
If they had to, like, in Central Uganda.
maybe.
Yeah.
Which districts are there? We go and buy land there, you guy.
Nah, by the time we don't even know
Why?
that district, bro.
Cause like it's when guys ask you where you're from, they won't know where to go.
Choga.
That's the lake.
Bro, how are you guys doing? Let's leave it.
Wait, before we go far. Lake Choga has a twin lake. Which one is it? Andrew. Is it Lake
Let's
Andrew?
go
that's
Georgia
that's
and,
Georgia and
Edward.
Gilbert. Yeah.
Edward.
But who named these
Relax.
things? I know these sounding so.
Gilbert.
I said the interchangeable.
You know, we're going
Edward
to do
Gilbert.
We're going to do a
Albert.
we're going to do like a geography quiz game. I realize that's the weak point of this podcast. Points to improve, man. Geography.
Gilbert.
Lake Gilbert.
Lake Gilbert is crazy.
Gilo. Lake Gilo.
Alright. How are you guys feeling, man? How's last week actually? Into the weekend. Whole week into the weekend.
I'll go first, I guess. My week was actually good. We didn't have a pod on Friday, so I felt kind of free.
I saw you cutting that one off immediately. As soon as when you brought it up, you were like, no pod today.
Wasn't
no pod
discussed.
today, no
Very
pod
discussed.
today." Before guys jumped in. I tell me I'm down, man. We can go.
No.
When?
No.
On the
Friday,
group.
on the group.
On the group. When they asked you, are we
it was
recording
quick.
today?
Like, no,
Guys
but
said,
Tuesday
"No
we
way."
are. So,
was
yeah, here we are
quick.
today. So, I did not say without saying it, but like right now, I'm not staying at home for like a month. Not because there's problems at home, but because of like just some circumstances. You dig? Without saying too much on that. But I'll say this.
assumption problems, bro.
Yeah, that's why I
That's
said
the
there are no
only part
problems.
that you have to clarify.
Yeah, there are no problems.
Yeah, it's not
Fair,
because they
fair,
chased
fair.
me
Yeah,
away.
they didn't chase me out for a month, man.
Yeah.
We'll come back in a month.
Yeah.
You know
The
what's
next
mad
full
is
moon.
when this guy was telling me that jazz, he's like, man, I'm not home. I'm like, why? They chased me. So I laugh and he's like, right, you're crazy for believing that.
But the
Yeah.
guy laughed
For
like
laughing, that's your
he laughed
reaction.
like a laugh of like, damn, like I guess it has happened. Like
Yeah.
give me another
Yeah.
it was a chuckle.
Yeah. And he didn't come with any offer of, hey man, so where are you living? Like maybe you should just come and
You just kind of like you've been planning this the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I won't lie, this has been like a very self-realization, actualization kind of moment this last week. I've been through like up and down in terms of like just getting to terms with like living alone, really, what that really means. Because people have that whole idea in their heads, like at least I think I did, of like living alone. And it basically just means like living at home, but without the people you
Parents,
stay with,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But that's not the case, bro. That's not the
I
case.
get you.
When you remove your parents, also remove food, remove the internet, remove all of them ones like okay, now I know not everyone like has like parents that do all this for them, but if your parents do, man, I need you to count yourself blessed that they do and they're willing to do it for you, because that thing is not easy, man. Like just mopping the house, it might not sound like a big thing until like you're looking at one stain that has been there for like 2 days, bro, and it's not going to move until you move it, bro. That thing is very sobering.
Yeah,
Also, I've been very,
and it gets sticky. You see hairs growing on it.
and I didn't reach that
That's
point.
nasty.
Thank God. I just saw that a stain. It refused to go. I felt when I passed the mop, it went on like one mop swipe.
A life of
Sweet,
its own, bro.
sweet, disappeared. Like I was like, damn, that was actually easy. So yeah, there's been that. Then also while I was out, I dropped a jam. Shout out BIRIRI.
Come on, bro.
Shout out BIRIRI.
I can't believe you didn't come and just immediately start playing that shit for us, bro.
I think we might put it at the beginning of the pod. We might.
Okay.
You can put like a snippet. Remember, I sent you the snippet. Yeah, BDD out now. Check now Spotify, Apple Music. We checked some analytics now. It has like 101 streams.
Come
This
on,
like
bro.
less than a week.
101,000 streams.
Yeah, inshallah.
Yeah.
Since we're in Ramadan,
Add that key.
it's coming. But the feedback from the song, so for everyone who has listened, who has feedback, has been positive, man. No one has told me it's work.
Actually, first wait. What's the past tense of feedback?
Feedback? It's not feedback. It's feedback. Everyone
It's
know
not
feedback.
feedback.
I don't know, feedback, that's kind of somehow opposed to me. How much?
Everyone know feedback. If you fed him and you fed back.
Feedback. I fed back.
But
man. You know
feedback
that-
just sounds like wrong English. Feedback. Everyone know feedback. Everyone know feedback.
No, I think you have to. You have
It's like
to now,
back is a guy.
the past tense will be in the, what do you call it, the adjective.
Yeah, I gave
feedback.
Yeah.
I gave feedback.
Okay, everyone who
About
gave
to-
feedback.
Feedback is crazy.
Thank you. It's been positive. Go stream the song. Let me know what you think. If you want more, let me know. I have more. That song is not new. I recorded it maybe like a year and a half ago. BIRIRI. So like one of the first songs I actually recorded. I have a few. That's besides the point. So yeah, that was a weekend.
I know our patrons are tired because we promised to play those songs for them and never ever played them.
Man, that's on me. That's on me.
That's your
That's
fault,
on me
yeah.
and like
Yes.
being shy and not wanting to release my work. But now we can all enjoy it together.
Hard.
Give me a review. Together.
Hard.
UK style, you know. Innate, and be my innate vibe right now. Together. Togetherness.
Together.
Together. To give. To
I've
give.
seen that. I
Tuna
saw a
wakilisha.
TikTok.
E80, channel 5.
I saw a TikTok of they're saying it's Roadman versus Bossman. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
The guy is ordering. He's ordering sparkling water. Right? You go, can I get that sparkling water? No, he said, can I get a bottle of water? And the bossman, who's like a supermarket guy, asked him, so do you want it sparkling or still? And the guy said, sparkling. The guy goes, pick the bottle. Still.
Sparkling still.
Yeah, let's get that sparkling. Still.
If there's anything, I would choose to be a Rodman.
Did
Bro.
you see this guy who was complaining about like how hard it is to pick up ladies in the US as a British person? Did you see that one? He was complaining about how he was sold a dream that he thought that he'd come here this UK accent and scoop things.
Yeah.
First of all, if it's not someone asking him say a bottle of water, then I say a bottle of water. And again, when everyone looks at you, when he says it like that, they look at him like,
Oh.
He was like, now there's this new thing. They just woke up to me and asked me to say squirrel. I was like, what? I had to Google British person saying squirrel. They say squirrel. That was too funny, bro.
Yeah, man.
That was my weekend. That was yours.
That was mine. Funny enough, our weekends were almost the same. Let me explain how. Of course, we didn't record Friday, but you guys know where I work, and you know I was like a friend's apartment, and this guy traveled for vacation, and he's coming back like in 2 weeks. So I won't lie, bro. I've been managing the home, bruh. Like, you know when you walk in, because I don't sleep there, but I go there to work. So you walk in, you see dust. You're like, cool. You clean for like an hour. And you're like, I've not worked during this hour. Where am I going to this hour, bro? And this is the conundrum. So I walk in. I'm like, hey, there's dust. So close the windows, use AC. I look at the yaka, there's like 6 left. Like,
Take off the AC, open the windows, dust.
Then
I've
first
been
dust to the windows
fighting.
closed so that it's on the ground. You sweep, then you switch on the AC so there's no dust. Go, you have to
for
walk
like
backwards.
4 days straight, bro. I've been fighting with that place.
Bro, let me tell you, like, okay, now for me, I said, like, there's no yaka and power, thankfully. But those small calculations you've been making, like, for example, I've woken up, I've washed dishes, I've swept and mopped, but I'm supposed to go to town.
Exactly.
You know, this has not only am I late, I'm like extremely spent, like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Being
Now,
so,
you know what's mad is, in as much as that's true, I still stay home, bro. So I have to do those things at home and now at the apartment.
as well.
Yes.
Times two.
So I'm doing them twice in a day. I'm like, nigga, no, bro.
You know, like, I've been wondering, like, how people who have an actual 9 to 5 and live alone manage
Yeah.
without having like a.
Yeah, help.
That's what I'm saying. Without hiring help, if you can't afford help, how are you doing it? Either your home is extremely
I've seen
dirty,
is-
or you sleep at like 2 a.m.
What I've seen
Because,
a lot
wow.
of guys do is they get a help via the weekend to do most of the stuff. Then during the week you're doing like the
You don't make the house that.
yeah.
Okay, what I know my guys to do, he'd have a help would come twice a week. So at least
you
you're
can
dirty
do
at
like
least for
that.
like 2 days. You can
But it's
get
not
crazy,
even
then they
that
come to
easy.
wash
Like
other
care
plates.
of
Let me tell
it.
you, the house
Yeah.
is only a mess if you're in the house all the time. Guys who don't work from home, like how is the house going to be a mess, bro? The only thing you have to do is lay your bed and make sure you leave like the bathroom clean or something. You know
Now,
what I
for
mean?
me, how I'm looking at it is like, you have to cook food.
Yes.
You have to wash them dishes.
Yeah.
Just those two. Just those two. On top of working, you're tired. You've come home at 9 p.m. How are you cooking? How are you washing dishes? Do
You know
cook
what guys
before?
do? Guys-
you cook after?
No, guys.
Do you wash before?
Guys cook as they wash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whenever
Guys
you
cook
that
as
and
they
you just
wash.
wash it
That's
yourself.
That's
Because that feels it's easier than
It's easy.
after you've cooked
Yeah,
it and everything is now
When
done.
you're
You
done,
leave
you're
those
done.
dishes there until the weekend.
Yeah.
But you cook
Have
as
you
you
seen that
wash.
meme of how guys cook? They cut things, then do this.
Yeah.
You must
That's so me, bro.
this is not until like when guys are eating and they put the fork on like a paper. They can't touch the table. They have to pass.
That's me and yogurt. You know that top thing? The
Yes.
foil. I fold it.
It
put it
becomes
there,
a good
get the spoon.
spoon rest.
It's a spoon rest. But yeah, man. So that's what I've been dealing with the whole week, bro. And
How's the weekend?
it's
man?
not tiresome doing it
Yeah.
once, but twice a day is crazy, bro.
long. That's too long.
Yeah. So, nice guy. He can come back, man. Can come.
So while
I'm
you-
okay with him coming back.
While he's gone, are you the only one that comes to the house to work? or-
Yeah, the only one, bro. And what's crazy is even when I'm leaving, I first turn off everything, like the Wi-Fi, all the sockets. But then the fridge, I'm like,
The fridge you have to live on.
That's
It's just in the freezer.
Then I come back the next day, 2 units have gone. I'm like, now see. But yeah, man, that's what's happening. Other than that, I've been indoors, bro.
You didn't go for Budo League?
No, I didn't,
You also
man.
didn't remind me it was Budo
I
League.
didn't. To be fair, you weren't around. That
but
one I
still,
knew.
still. Someone called me actually from Budo League.
Is it?
Someone watches the pod. A
No.
patron. So I said, you wanted us to remind you when Budo League is?
Yeah.
And I'm calling to remind you.
This one I knew you weren't around, and also wasn't going to be there. But I saw the snaps, and a lot of people were there.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
A lot of people
Yeah.
were there. But I'll be there for next one.
But life is so crazy because like it seems like we all had like a very similar week, man. Yet we weren't really speaking to each other. So for me, like I said, I was out of town, but I was by myself, bro, for most of the week, and like it really gave me like a taste of different from you guys in the sense that I didn't have to do any cleaning or cooking, or like I didn't really have to do much of chores. But just being by myself, bro, like I had proper solitude this week. I don't have any more friends in Barara. All my friends came back with me. And even the guys I left, they moved these ends. So I didn't have any bad days, really. Most of the week, it was just me in my room, bro. It was very... yeah.
Sometimes, how do you find that? The loneliness.
I didn't feel lonely.
But you were. In that moment,
I
you
was
actually were.
alone.
How did you find being lonely in a foreign city?
Yeah, that's the thing. Loneliness makes it seem sad.
You
No.
understand?
That's why I called it solitude.
I feel like loneliness is not a positive or a negative. It's a state of someone being alone.
State of being.
Or
No,
being
it's
or
a-
feeling alone.
No, it's a state of feeling lonely.
Yeah, but okay, what is lonely?
Lonely is when you're sad that you're alone.
Lonely has a very negative.
Yeah.
Okay, when
Being
are you- what
alone is
it-
different.
What is it when you're happy being alone? Or like, but that's not a turn to us because
That's
like
a word.
loneliness. But let me tell you, like loneliness, of course, must have a negative connotation because we as human beings we're social creatures. So when you're lonely, no one will look at you and be like, "Wow, I want to be like you." But maybe for you okay with it, but no one else is going to be like, "Oh, I want to be like you."
No,
Yeah,
I don't think that's the definition of the word lonely.
Yeah, I think loneliness is the negative word for when
You're alone and sad.
And the positive one is what, like
You can
stoic.
be alone and cower.
it's alone and cover. You know what I mean?
But that's still being lonely.
Lone
That's-
wolf,
I think
that's
that's
the
being covered with the
positive word.
loneliness.
I mean, I didn't feel. That's why I'm saying I don't think I felt lonely, but I definitely
Felt
was
alone.
alone with my thoughts. You know what I mean? It's just me and my brain, bro. That whole weekend. First of all, my internet was kind of bad in the place where I was. You guys know I use like a mobile, so non-existent.
Well, let me
The first
kill you.
and I also moved hotels. So first hotel where I was, no such thing as like a mobile, no Wi-Fi. Second hotel had Wi-Fi. So I guess I watched shows, but I slept a lot. It was also a very like productive week, because for some reason being by myself, bro, like I got a lot of shit done, man. Most than I'd ever get done in a regular work day here at the office. Because I just did task, end of the day. I didn't have any distractions, no one to talk to. My internet was bad most of the time, so I couldn't really like text too crazy if I was in the hotel room. Yeah, bro, it was interesting. By the end of the week, I think I was a bit tired of it. Partly because, like, you know how we spoke about how you can't sleep well in a place that's not your bed, like that.
True.
It takes a while for your mind to like acclimatize to that place before you start sleeping soundly. So I made the mistake of changing hotel rooms too often. At first, it was intentional, like moving from one hotel to another. But the new hotel I moved to, they moved me thrice in a space of like between Wednesday and Monday. I slept in 3 different hotel rooms, bro. So I think by the end of the time, bro, my head was just
Disoriented.
bro.
You just wanted something
I was
familiar.
like,
I just want to
is-
sleep in my bed.
The reason that's why I feel like I don't feel that is because a lot of times we go to hotels, you sleep there, but as if you're with your boys.
Yeah, you're turned a bit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Nah,
So
this
it's
was
kawa, but like,
This was supposed to be like restful sleep, like at the end of a long day where you've been up and down, you've been thinking the whole day, drafting documents, watching
changed
shit.
your room.
You're tired, and then you get there, and meanwhile they were changing me always to better rooms. Like each room was an upgrade, but that didn't help with the sleep, bro. Like the sleep just got progressively worse.
I won't lie. I don't. On that bed switching thing, now that I've switched the bed recently, right? I think I passed out clearly that
because you
first
were
night,
tired.
bro. Second night, same thing. I don't like.
Yeah, but
I'm not missing my bed in that. Okay,
I
I'll tell you what
know.
I'm missing about my bed.
yeah.
It has a. There's the headboard. What's the leg version of that called?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I guess
Now
it's like
my old bed has
that stand, like where you can like push your legs on it.
Yeah, or like
lift
lie
your
on
legs,
it.
Yeah.
So now I'm sometimes on that thing, and then I over like lean and I fall off. Yeah, that's the only thing I miss about my old bed.
Okay,
That's the
but-
only thing.
I want to say why else, but maybe we can't talk about it here. But just know that like that plays that's a fact.
But I'll tell you this: next time you go, but
No,
maybe
not for me. I'm saying for you.
But-
Why you still sleep sound?
I'm saying for you next time, so you sleep soundly. Maybe you can try bringing your bed sheets next time.
People do that.
Bring your bed sheets,
People
bring your
their
bring
bed
your
sheets,
your
bring their,
blanket,
like,
your
Bring
pillow.
bed sheets to
Bring
a
your
hotel
pillow.
is crazy though.
But
First of all, let me tell you, you're better off using your own bed sheets in a hotel.
100%.
But okay, who is going to wash them? Me.
Yeah, you
Hey,
take
watch
them back
them.
with you.
hey, yours, eh?
Yo,
Yeah,
like you come with them, man.
Bro, how often do you guys wash your shit?
Hotel sheets.
Weekly.
Weekly.
Yeah.
Good.
Not
Kawa.
kawa, bro.
That I know.
The stories I've had.
Yeah, not
Because
kawa.
people go to hotels to mess up, bro. No one is treating that shit like it's theirs.
My guy is
like it's
big.
personal. So it's only like
See,
degrees of that badness. You know what I mean?
I
Nah,
get
for
you. I
me,
get you.
like-
It definitely makes sense.
I
Just,
insist.
bro, if I'm in a hotel, I want to have a hotel experience.
No, but I'm just saying to make it more homely. Maybe if you have your own sheets,
Yeah,
it will
people
make
do
it be
that.
like
Yeah,
even
people
if they're
do
switching
that.
you for so many rooms, at least the sheets are the same.
sheets are the
The
same.
pillow is the same. It's not so high next time. Not
Okay,
so
who
low
lays
this
the bed
time.
then?
Who does the bed?
You do your own bed probably.
Who does the bed?
No,
No, they can do
that's
your
an
bed.
Airbnb, not a hotel.
They can
now,
do your
bro.
bed. They can do your bed. Because in this hotel that I was in, I would insist that they change their sheets every day, bro. And the pillowcases and all that jazz, bro.
See, I don't
So-
mind that.
Maybe bring
Yeah,
your own
but
sheets.
see, I'm telling you, even like, bro, sometimes your shit is just better.
That's
You know what I mean? Sometimes your shit is just better. than the
I
sheets
have
at the
a
hotel.
green pair of bed
Sometimes,
sheets.
but sometimes when the hotel
Sometimes-
shit is better.
Correct.
Sometimes you
Sometimes
sleep in
the
that
hotel
thing,
is
you get
great.
like, yee.
Yeah.
You know how like they tuck in those things, they don't come
They
out.
don't come
bro.
out,
Yeah.
bro. Your toes will never peep, bro.
Sometimes.
Actually, the only issue is like you're too tall, like it can't reach you.
Or
But like,
but there are also times when they overtuck it in and you can't shift.
and I don't know what kind of material they use, but like the bed sheets and the blanket are not hot. Like they're not like, you know what I mean?
Oh, you've just showered.
No,
It's not
it's a
just
type
showered.
of-
It's a type
it's a
of
type of
linen. It's a
sheet,
type
yeah.
of
Is it?
even duvet. It's
A
like
type of
thick,
sheet.
but it's like has air holes,
Hey,
so it
no, I
can
know
pass
that
through.
duvet. I know that duvet.
It's breathable. It's breathable.
It's
There's also
breathable.
maybe so I don't know. Like sometimes that hotel bed just
I don't know,
sounds
man.
different.
I've
Now,
not slept in a bad hotel. Okay.
Yeah, you're telling us about Chiboga.
I mean, the Chiboga, you were there.
Uh-huh.
Was I?
Okay, how was that hotel?
You want to
'Cause
hear
that's
it
like,
from your own
that's like
POV.
the I don't want to say worst, but the least best hotel I've been
I
to.
say it's like typical Ugandan hoteli.
Hotel.
Hoteli.
What tell is
With
for
the
food.
buffet, with the ladies who have the
For
white shirts, like maybe black skirt, and they take your order. You know those, and they
You
they
know
have like
what's smart
chips
is
and chaps.
I don't think any of us entered the other's room. Does that make sense? Like you go into your room, get out.
I think guys were just sleeping. Guys entered them to sleep, and then we woke up. Then we left with that Chiboga hotel.
The one thing I'll say, man, that hotels, like almost all hotels miss on is the soap, bro. The soap. The hotel soap is the worst shit, bro. Like,
Those were things that are like
They're shaped
1
like a oval.
centimeter.
no, some of them are round, some of them are square, but the thing they have in common is that they are dry, bro.
Bruh.
They take
don't lather.
forever to lather.
You know when you
Oh my
pass
God.
a sponge on your skin and it's like a scratch. It's
Yeah.
not.
They are dry, bro.
Hard water, like they're like hard water soap or something. I don't
Well,
know.
like,
Yeah.
isn't it new?
New, the soap.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
new, but it's dry. That type of soap is.
I don't know what that soap
super
is,
dry
bro.
soap.
It doesn't become like
You
foamy.
literally rip
doesn't
it out
foam.
of
It doesn't lather, bro.
It doesn't lather.
It's just
easily.
you, your sponge,
Except
And
Imperial Lager.
cleanliness, bro.
pure leather.
They had that one, I think,
They
in
no
Chiboga.
longer- Pure leather.
They gave
But
me
you know
like a
that they-
small tiny
Mukwano.
soap, bro.
Aye.
No,
You
you
know
know
those
they-
with
you know they
tiny,
started
tiny
white
soaps?
ones.
Yeah.
No, it's not the chooping into imperial leather.
Do
So
they?
there's choop imperial leather. It's drier.
Imperial Leather at least used to
I've
lather.
never experienced a dry imperial leather.
I never haven't
it's
experienced it, man.
It's there.
When I
It's
find it, I'm
chopped.
so happy to see it, man.
Choops, bro.
Get imperial leather. But I'll say this though. Like a peeling starts getting off nowadays, bro. It doesn't last.
The peeling,
Hey,
like
that
the
peeling used to last until the thing.
What peeling?
That
The
imperial
box.
leather sticker on the soap.
And there's
Remember that sticker used to be on the soap itself.
Eh, like a red one.
nowadays it goes
The
off.
soap would
Maybe
end
that's a
before that
fake one.
sticker bounces. Bro.
That sticker will be the last thing you
The
use.
last thing you
You
remember.
scrape off the back of that sticker.
But my question is very random and very stupid. So in a hotel, this is a main pod topic, but in a hotel, you not dry that soap easier. How do you wash your ass, bro?
How do you wash your ass? How?
Yeah. Because that shit is
Just-
dry,
Just
bro.
try, bro. Just try with. That's somewhere you're washing the rest of the body with hard soap. Just try.
As best
That
you
shit
can.
hurt
Your-
me.
the
I
best
won't
of your
lie.
ability.
Best you can.
Best of your ability.
Wait, don't you guys like try the first like rub it on the sponge or something?
No matter what
sponge.
you do, man, that soap
Or you
is
just use it as a sponge,
dry.
like on your skin.
Nah.
Depends on if a guy has gone with a sponge to the hotel.
But I also feel
Because
like
I'm trying to
that soap
understand
is-
how that thing like it is impossible for you to clean your ass.
It's not
You
impossible.
put the
It's just
soap in your ass
painful. That's
itself.
what he's saying.
No, that's what that's that's
relax.
where my point is.
He just wanted to
Bro.
make a point that like the soap
like
is
it's-
rough.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
rough.
It's dry. Yeah.
Putting the soap
That's
in your ass
dry.
is crazy, though.
Let's say pause. Mwe.
What's crazier? Is it crazier to have a dirty ass or to put that soap in your You have to pick one. You have to pick what's crazier, bro. It's up to you. Anyway,
I think a dirty one.
agreed.
Yeah, that one is also
Agreed,
crazy.
bro.
They're both crazy.
Okay, let's what are we discussing
Get off
today,
that
man?
topic.
Yeah. Let's start with Commercial Bank of Ethiopia glitch.
Okay.
Cool, innit?
So basically, I think it was either this week or last week, the biggest bank in Ethiopia, which is CBE, Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, had a glitch where people were able to withdraw more money than they had in their accounts type vibes. In a few hours, they lost $48 million, bro. Now, the story goes like this. The word was spreading amongst university students in WhatsApp groups and whatnot. That's who the main culprits were. In fact, they may not send police to the school so that they can shut down the ATMs and whatnot. But these guys basically drained the account, the bank dry. The bank came out to say that no, it wasn't a hacking, it was just a glitch. But them kids they were told that you should return the money, you won't face any charges. But so far, there's no kid who has come back with that cash. So that one caught my eye. It made me start checking my account balance more and more often, man, just in case I see a higher number than yesterday.
How do you figure? No, but here's the thing: did the glitch show more money on guys' accounts than was actually there, or did it? Was it just a thing of like the limit on withdrawing was removed? You know what I mean?
Now that's what I'm not sure of, but that's why I think it was mostly uni students, because uni students are done with A, the time, and 2, the knowledge and like the smarts to figure out either if it was like your account is showing extra or you can withdraw it, because I can imagine any student who is broke and he puts in a wrong number and it comes out, puts in another number, it comes out, puts it in like the WhatsApp group.
But you see, that's still scary to me, bro. I wouldn't do it, man.
Because it's a thing of, okay, I wanted to withdraw my last 100K and instead a mil came out. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, hold on. Because maybe the glitch was you would put in a figure and then more than that figure comes out of the machine.
Yeah, that's the glitch. It makes
Because I can't
sense.
imagine you adding a 0 by mistake and still pressing enter.
It's possible. Or maybe someone is like, I want to check his account.
One like drunk guy who did it.
Yeah, like some last and if you figured it out,
How
he
did
told
I
his
feel like
boy.
I said with Melvo,
WhatsApp.
I think maybe it just brought more money.
It was doing the wrong instruction.
Yeah, it just brought more money.
Like the
wrong
ATM
instruction to
itself.
the-
And I think one guy, I'm on the opposite side. I think one guy
By mistake.
figured out that it can give you more money than you actually
That's how word
have.
spreads, bro.
And he was like, no. He puts it in the group. People are being called. People are being sent. Like, you can actually put in more and withdraw. But now what I'm thinking is, in that case, if, for example, you had $100, but now you put 1,000, you withdraw 1,000, can you now take back 100 to that same account? Or like, they have to take, like, I don't know.
Now, for me, this is what I know.
I know the bank is insured.
Yes, but to an extent.
Yeah, like a glitch. I don't know.
Because see, now for me, this is the thing. The bank might actually be made whole, right? But as far as the criminal charges go, I have a bank client and I've seen what those statements look like your bank statement, what it looks like. That shit is automatic. So I don't know if the glitch affected the bank statements, because the statement will show that Jesse had 100K left on his account, and then he went to the account and withdrew.
Somehow withdrew.
Yeah, withdrew
2K.
10M.
Hey.
But it shows that Jesse withdrew 10M.
10M.
So when
That's
they
what I'm
call
saying.
Jesse and ask him, did you withdraw 10M? I don't know how he's going to say he didn't.
Because a lot of it was reported,
You know,
like 48
yes.
million was withdrawn and transferred to other banks. I think that's what was reported on people with like putting in other banks, because there must be that aspect of, if I'm doing this to this bank, I'm never coming back here. There's that aspect.
But man, this sounds like an inside job to me. I won't hold you.
And also you say
Transfer
that
to other what uni student is transferring to another bank?
No, okay, like people transferred, but it wasn't like a large operation to transfer from one bank to another. It's just that people withdrew, and maybe they drew so much they couldn't hold it, so they had a second account. Maybe they put on their
Still
second
under their
account.
names.
Yeah.
That's some
Magic.
Dumb shit to do, bro.
your magic you also
Under my
say
own names. I
Magic
sure
also
These are
say-
uni students. These are uni students.
That's so dumb.
No.
These are uni students.
Magic said that they sent the cops to go and shut down the machines, right?
Come again?
You said that they sent the cops to go and shut down the machines, isn't it?
Yes.
But this is only on unis.
Yes,
right?
on uni. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, do you think that in a university those guys are able to put 48 million? Is it 48?
No, but that's the thing. For
Yeah,
me,
in the
that's-
machines.
You're right. That's
That's
my
weird.
thing.
Like, that's
The
not the
ATMs
United
also have a
States.
limited amount of money on
Yeah.
them. So first, I don't think that glitch only affected the units. It must have been countrywide
Yes.
for it to be that much that was withdrawn.
The unis are where the most was withdrawn.
Okay. Now that makes
How
sense.
many unis,
Maybe
bro?
it wasn't the most
The
money,
most
but the
of
most
46
cases.
million.
Does that
The
make
BBC,
sense?
the BBC article really kept emphasizing university
Universities.
students.
Mm.
The university students.
That's my thing.
They're university
$46
students.
million.
Yeah. It would be
$48
possible if it
million
was like
is
in the
insane.
United States, but it's a
You guys
foreign
think that-
country.
But let
and the
me tell
money
you,
is
do you know
a
$48
lot.
million is 48 guys all withdrawing 1 million?
No, but see, that's the thing. Dollars. But that's the thing. You know, that's the thing. Maybe most of the withdrawals weren't coming off ATMs. Maybe guys were just transferring from
Maybe it
their
affected
account to other
online
accounts.
banking also.
Yeah, maybe online banking as well.
Yeah,
Because $48 million
but
is
I will tell
insane.
you
$48
this.
million is
I can't,
wild.
bro. I just can't.
What's that in your GX?
That
What's
is-
50M?
What is
But don't
50
do
M
that.
times 3,850?
It's a lot of money.
Don't do that. That's
You
even
can
in
start with
That's
your
a
trillions.
name,
couple of
because-
billions.
You can,
bro.
That's
you can
in
split that
trillions,
between
bro.
a few
That's
uni
like
students,
15 billion or some shit. Eh? Not even 15 billion, way more.
Great.
You can't even be
There's
like
a
eating
uni
a trillion,
student
bro.
with a mansion right now.
Let's do that math and see.
But
Yo.
I'll tell you this, I can't.
You can't take the cash.
I can't, bro. Because I feel like
But you have such a good
they
heart.
can find me.
You have a good heart for thinking that far ahead,
For
bro.
me, that's
They
not
can
my thing.
find
My only problem
me.
is that's my problem. My problem is the
It is
paper trail.
186
For me, I'm thinking
billion.
they're going to find me and everyone else, man. Like,
It's 186 billion.
186 billion.
there's
For
some
me, it
safety
feels
numbers there.
Like, no, but it feels like what was that scam that guys in America were doing during the lockdown?
When they get other guys' benefits.
Yes, it's like that scam. They've been arresting those guys
Up to
one by one.
And
They
the thing
arrest
is,
them one by one. Okay, guys,
$48
don't
million
forget.
is not a small amount for guys to be like, okay, it has gone.
And,
you see-
and the worst is, if it were government, okay. But a
The
bank.
a commercial
A
bank.
commercial bank.
you see, it's like you said.
Bro.
The bank is insured. So insurance is going to make them whole. But now insurance is going to make it its personal business
Bro, because
to
remember,
recover
to be
all
whole.
of that money.
when you sign
That's
up
the
for a
deal.
bank account, you're entering your names, your national ID,
Yeah.
your
Your
residence,
everything.
Yeah.
your next of kin.
Yeah.
You're
Bro,
Your,
I can't.
Because you see,
your
Commercial
polling
Bank of
station.
Ethiopia has been paying an insane premium to the insurance company for the last 50 years.
For such a scenario.
It's time
You know, they've been operating for about 87 years. It's the oldest bank in the country. The biggest, it's something like 37 million Ethiopians.
they are going to fetch guys. They are going to fetch guys one by one.
And they're going
The
to
insurance
look for
company is
that
going to
money.
hire like every law firm in the country, every like bailiff in the country to just follow
Recoup
guys
their
up.
48 ma. At least they watch it, they could recoup 42.
They'll recoup more because now they'll also make you pay their lawyer,
Lawyer
fees,
fees.
make you pay the bailiff fees, make
As
you
a
pay
uni student.
And
Explain.
there's a guy who like that whole insurance company for all those employees. It's nothing personal. It's just their work for that day.
In fact, the
Just
beauty-
recoup this jazz.
The beauty with the insurance company is different from the bank. Where the bank is like, okay, no, but you're our client, so maybe we might be a bit like lenient with you. Pay back slowly, we'll cut it. These guys don't give a. You're not their client.
Bro, but can they
They
like
just want their
revoke the
money
transfer?
Revoke. The money has been taken already.
Yeah,
But
not
not like
drone,
for
it
those
was
guys
drone
who
cash.
transfer it to other accounts.
Here's
I don't
the
think
thing.
it's so easy.
There is you taking back the money that you will do.
Mm.
But now if it's a low case, that's different, bro. You will
What?
take back the money. You will pay for you will pay for law fees.
No,
Whatever
man,
they
like
are
to-
called,
up to
legal
now.
fees.
If I open my account, I left in 100k, I find 100M. I'm removing 99,900,000 like 90k, bro.
I'll tell you
See
that.
what to do with
I'm
that.
removing
issue-
my 100k
the
and
biggest
leaving
issue-
that account.
The biggest issue that those guys who transferred will face is that the other bank that they transferred to can freeze. Probably freeze the account and ask you to explain where the money came from.
Mm.
I'm a uni student, pocket money.
So pocket money from who? Then they'll ask your parents, how did they get this money?
It's a bit
Like,
tricky.
they'll
You
go
know,
all
this
the way.
whole thing is a bit tricky. Like, I'm sure some guys are going to be caught. They'll be like them scapegoats who they catch. But this is a big L for that.
But
bank.
they won't
the
be
bank
few.
should count its
That's
L,
the thing.
bro.
It's a big
That's
L,
big
but
Scapegoats
L.
won't be few. You
But
just have
very
to
rare.
pray you're not among them.
Very rarely. So the times when these banks take those losses is when the person who took the money can't be traced.
Mm.
But
Or-
if the person taking the money is my client, who I have all of this information on, I know who took the money. You know what I mean? Yes, there's many of you, but I know who took the cash. But now, alternatively, what if the bank is just running a scam? For the
Insurance fraud,
cash? Yeah.
Or what if they glitch
What
deleted customer information?
That's a big. That's a big
That would be
scam.
hard, bro. That would
That's
be
a
hard.
big scam.
When the bank starts saying, man, we don't even have the customer information, we can't tell, that's when you know.
Well, which jam?
There's something off here.
something small fishy.
Yes, that's what happened in Ethiopia.
Shout out Ethiopia, man.
Shout out
He's
Ethiopia.
a
The
uni
Habishas.
student right now who is buying Azul, bro.
I don't know
That's what I was thinking. That night, guys must have gone.
Blasted.
Like all that money. Actually, I don't even think it was transferred from account to account. I think it was just put into the economy around the uni, bro. The local bars and restaurants and what them establishments around have eaten 48 million worth of dollars.
Like Asmaragine. It has
Guys
gone,
have
bro.
gone ham, bro.
Okay. What are we discussing next, bro? What other topic do you have?
Yeah, you bring one also.
But mine is a bit. Mine's a bit deeper.
Give us bring it. Let's go deeper.
So,
Sorry.
you see, I was. Pardon? Being deeper. My topic can be deep.
It can be a spiritual thing. Like in the Bible, they say you read the verse, but let's take it deeper.
Yeah,
Take a deeper meaning.
Nah, let's dissect it. Nah.
I'm walking on the edge there.
So, like I said, Brad, I spent a lot of time by myself this weekend. And for some reason, bro, like, you guys saw all the jazz about the speaker last week of Parliament.
I saw headlines. I didn't read the entire story. What happened?
Maybe-
What happened?
Okay, it wasn't just the speaker, it was the entire Parliament. Over the past couple of weeks, like, story after story has come out about the corruption in the Parliament.
Bro, you have a nice mustache, man.
Oh, shit, thank you, bro.
Trying to deflect from this convoy.
Nah,
Let's,
I
put
just
you in a
noticed
drone.
it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's proceed,
Unless they put me
proceed.
in a drill. Yeah, bro. So story after story kept coming out, man, about the corruption in the Parliament. And to be fair, man, like I got back on Twitter last week. So like,
Oh, did you?
yeah, I'm back on Twitter.
That's what
bro.
you landed
I'm
into.
back on. First of all, I'm back on Twitter. My TikTok DMs are open again, bro.
Come on.
Let's go.
I want to
Jumping.
send you a
Let's
DM
go.
today
I'm
just
back
for
again,
just.
bro. I'm back again. But I'm now behaved, man.
No
I'm
kids.
not doing that jazz. I don't want them
Oh.
to think they thought I was a robot, man, a spam robot.
Hey, they unbanned you, eh?
Yeah, they unbanned me.
I won't lie. They also
Yeah,
locked my
They
Twitter
unbanned my
account this
DMs.
week, bro.
Yeah,
But you know, with Twitter, you just have to do some puzzle jazz.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, man.
Last
So-
time you did take a puzzle. You looked out for a long time.
He failed the puzzle.
You failed the puzzle 3 times.
I like this as be a robot, man.
Touch the motorcycle. Fail. Touch the bus. Fail.
You
Click
know,
the
things when like
sidewalks.
the tire of the motorcycle is peeping, you're like,
Yeah.
man, is this square also?
That every
Just
image
take
is
both,
a
bro.
wheel.
Just take both.
Anyway, man. Back to the point, bro. So, I've said this before, man, but like Twitter is the most bad mind app, bro. Like, it's the only app that can purely destroy your mood, bro.
True.
None of the other apps
True.
do that.
True.
To the extent that Twitter does that. So, yeah, the other week, the Speaker of Parliament and the entire Parliament, it was their jazz that was like darkening the whole TL. But it also got me thinking, man, like, I don't think most Ugandans don't have any hope in like the government becoming better. And it's fairly clear to us that these guys, they don't care about us, man.
Is it unfortunate that that's me? Because when I read the headlines, I didn't read the story, bro.
That's most Ugandans. Like guys have given up, right? On the government helping us. But do you guys think that there's a way that like we can help ourselves? You know what I mean? Like, is there a way that we can somehow just become more involved in the issues that affect us directly, as in our communities, and just somehow make things better for ourselves?
Me personally, I believe this. I believe business is the way. That's the best way you can do something for yourself. Then if you want to do something for others, you pay your tax. The tax you go in hospitals, in roads.
No, but now that's the problem.
Because
Paying-
trying to,
paying-
like, let me finish that
Yeah,
point, sorry.
yeah, okay, land.
When you say issues that affect us all, I'm thinking of some very broad terms that,
Like healthcare.
yeah, something like that freaking, what's her name, Maya Angelou would poet about, you know what I mean? Now, me, I can't do that. But what I can do is this, man, like, if my situation is bad, there's some business I can do around me, I swear. There's an extra shirt in my cupboard I can sell. There's some business I can do. Like that, like you just get the economy moving. Get the economy moving, get the economy moving. Pay your tax. Don't care about the tax. If they want to steal the tax, let them steal the tax. You just keep working, keep grinding, keep trying to like figure things out. Because I'll say this, like in Africa, Uganda in particular, I don't think our lot is to like necessarily work jobs because unemployment is already so high. So I think we just need to create employment. Like literally, people need to look around and see what they can do, because that's only when we pull ourselves up. There's nothing like over Uganda government is going to help us. It might be there, but I'm not going to wait for that day, bro. What if I die at 90 waiting for that day, bro? I think it's better you focus on yourself and you pay your tax so that they don't come for you. That's it. Everything else is their business and your business. Like, look at it like that. What's your business? What's their business?
Now, for me, that's why I think you might have misunderstood me. I'm not when I say like to improve our situation, I'm not speaking about like on a personal level. You know what I mean? I'm speaking about like on a communal level. Like when I say the issues that are affecting us, I'm not talking about the issues that are affecting the whole country. Because like I feel like the issues that are affecting the whole country, they all stem from like the community level. So if we're saying shit like maybe there's poor healthcare, or the schools here suck, isn't there a way that like us as the guys in our community can come together and make sure the schools in our community are better for the people who live in this community? And then we just hope that like that happens in every community, and now shit is kawa everywhere. You know what I mean?
I think that's already catered for. It's not illegal for you to build your own school the way it is for you to build your own road.
Not build. Improve what's already there.
Yeah,
like
so even improvement.
You're not doing it for profit. You're not doing it for anything aside from making it better for everyone.
I believe if any single community in this country decided to come about to improve the schools in their community, they would not be stopped by Uganda government, man.
I agree.
The issue is it's not like like for me what I'm saying is it's not like if the whole community came to fix the roads, there the government will step in and tell them no, you're not allowed to fix roads. But schools, hospitals, orphanages, churches, I know these others, can I say social care, social welfare places? Those ones, yeah, you can fix them. The issue is not that. The issue is there's no funds in the community to fix them. That's me what I think. That's what and the funds are not going to come from government. That one, forget that one, bro. It has to be some guy from the community to fix his brain, see how he can make money, then help his community. So that's why I'm talking to, that guy in your community who can actually like apply your brain, bro. You can actually change your whole community, man. And that's all it takes. Like one guy to change one community, everyone changes his community. Just yours. Just everyone focus on changing just your community. Don't worry about Uganda government, bro. Just pay your tax.
So do you not think that there's a way that you can contribute to your community that doesn't involve you being rich? Like, isn't there a way that Jesse today can contribute to the community?
No, bro. The community is not looking for me to sing BIRIRI for them or to record a podcast. They are hungry. They need school fees. They are like, you know what I mean? Like
but
they need
the
money issues.
Needs, I don't think.
I feel like for me, when I mean by change my community personally, I'm not talking about my neighborhood in Kampala, bro. I'm talking about like where I'm coming from in the village. Like
That's
those people.
Really interesting.
Someone
else said that to me.
Those people are like, their issues are not like freaking over I'm depressed, over they're like they don't have food, they don't have school fees, they don't have. So for me, what I can do is at least let me clear the basic needs. These guys will clear everything else. If he wants to be like on top of that, an artist, at least he's not a hungry artist. At least he's not an uneducated artist. At least, at least basic needs are kawa.
I get that, but I think that there's a difference between like that kind of charity work where you're helping people that are, you're kind of removed from them in a way. Like you don't live in the same circumstances as them. The only thing you guys have in common might be maybe like heritage, because you said like people from your village, versus helping the people in a place where you live. Because in your community, there's zibs in that community, bro.
I feel like those ones are too personal.
Yeah, let me say
in terms
something.
of like my neighbor might have a particular issue. Say like his daughter is struggling with substance abuse. I can help them with that in terms of maybe offering a therapist But that one is not even like my money can help that situation. You know what I mean? And neither can even my speaking help that situation. But for me, where I feel you can make a maximum impact is if, for example, you donate to a school that runs on donations. Like, your small donation, even if it's 50k, will go so far in that school. Even though 50k buys for them like 10 kilos of posho, that's going to feed 10 kids, bro. Me, that's how I look at it. Like, it's more like
monetary,
not monetary, but like impact.
like
Impact.
the money makes the impact bigger.
You guys,
No.
let me see.
You're able to
no.
contribute more if there's money.
I look at it like this, like for me, I want to impact more people at once, because those issues that, for example, my neighbor has a substance abuse, like, is too personal, like it's too like that particular neighbor requires a particular solution that must be found. But for example, that someone in my hometown, in the village, not having school fees, not having food, is a bit more like fundamental, bro.
Guys,
I think
The people are
let's
struggling
make
with
this thing
fundamental
bigger.
I
issues,
think that
bro.
might be the issue now.
Some guys are
You guys,
fundamental.
you're only focusing on an individual level, like on a person. Like, in case your neighbor's kid doesn't have school fees, that's where you come in. But the way I've understood it
Your
is
headphone.
like, okay, the way I've understood it is like, fine, let's say you are in a community and all the roads are bad, and you guys come together as a community, and then you get money and build a road. I think that's how you may be like trying to say that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But-
That's illegal. It's illegal in
Okay,
Uganda to do
let's say
that.
it's the hospital.
Yeah, the
There
hospital
are
maybe.
no like drugs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And for you guys, you get together and you do what?
Fix the hospital.
Exactly.
So that at least there's no more child pregnancy deaths. Like, child mortality reduces.
Yes, but here is the problem. Fine, people can do that, but also the government imposes a lot of taxes, and now everything, and on top of the taxes, everything is now expensive. Let me talk for myself, because I sometimes buy food. When you buy food, now food is very expensive. You'll find that you can even buy matoke when it's like three bananas, they are at 1k, and that's very expensive. If you like to get food which can be enough for your family. And on top of that, you're trying to also get extra money to give to some community guy. And you'll find that also that community guy, he's trying to enrich himself. You come as a community to put together money and maybe fund like something, maybe like they're trying to build a borehole or something like that. And this guy takes all that money. So that's the problem. People are not trying to help each other. Like, everyone, when someone gets the money, he wants to take it for himself.
That's also.
And it's also
I
not,
agree,
the money is
that's a
also
big
not there.
problem.
That's an important.
That's a very big
Yeah.
problem.
I'll
I
comment on that.
definitely agree, because that was the same point I wanted to make. It's a result of the time we've grown in that, let me put it simply, it's a result of capitalism, where you're going to first figure out yourself before the community. I mean, even in the scenario of giving, you're rich enough to give because now you're kawa. So the rest, now you have enough for everyone else. Whereas in different times, it was, hey man, we're all together in this problem, and like we have to help each other. Yeah? No matter what. So I don't think it's something that can happen immediately. I think it has to be like a mindset shift over years. And just to add to that, also there's a lot of standardization nowadays. So even just saying we are going to provide this for a hospital to make it better, that's still standardized by government. Yeah, you're not just going to buy any drugs and put them in a hospital. You're not going to just construct a block for a hospital. There are still processes that need to be followed, and those processes are still overlooked by some form of leadership, be it an LC or a high government official, depending on the scale of the project. So I would say, in the end, I feel like it's a double-edged sword, because in as much as we want to help ourselves, we still need the leadership to help us in a way with certain policies, not exactly with like their funds or things they do, but with policies. And unfortunately, we live in a time where the policies are not important to the leadership. That's my opinion. Yeah? Disclaimer, not the views of MJP. But I feel like the
Drone
policies.
him alone.
I feel like the policies are not important to everyone in leadership. They're important to some people.
When
but
you say
not to
policies,
others.
what do you mean?
I mean, it depends on the situation. So think about it. You're living in Nigeria, you have a bad road, but you still have to go through a certain governmental body. Yet, you as the neighborhood can actually
fix that
collect money to fix that road. So I
And that's
understand
illegal.
No, let me first finish. I understand the standardization of a thing like a road. Like, there are certain standards, but say we can meet those standards. Yeah? Say we have the funds to meet those standards. Why add the extra?
Road
Standardization.
blocks, like red
No, not the
tape.
standardization. That one is
The
important.
extra roadblocks,
That
like
one-
you said.
The roadblocks.
Why are you adding the red
No,
tape?
no,
Why you
no,
adding
why can't you
everything?
let me
I
do
think
that?
we're all on the
Just
same page now.
difficult, bro.
Because for me, the fact that it's illegal for us to build out roads is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because
I'll
I know-
comment on that after.
Because
you
I
guys are
know
done.
in Rwanda, for them, once you organize yourself as a community, say I'm in Nigeria, I want to fix Nigeria roads, where the government will come and bring for you sand and rocks. Then every Saturday, you guys organize yourselves, you start packing sand and rocks. Eventually, you have cobblestone roads. That's how Gisenyi looks, all cobblestone. But here, we live in a country where that's not even going to happen from the government, bro. So if you're expecting anything even more than that from government, you're setting yourself up for heartbreak.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
believe that as a Ugandan, rather than crying about government, you should apply yourself. I really do not believe this is the number one most entrepreneurial country in the world, bro. And I do not believe that we're anywhere close to our entrepreneurial potential. We're a country that has made it to wherever we've reached without any natural resource. They've just found oil. Like literally, it's just Ugandans applying their brains. Ugandans applying their brains. So we just need to continue applying our brains. We have so many young people ready to be employed.
Exactly.
Like, think of
Now,
it like that.
Let me finish my point.
Finish.
You're definitely right. But again, it is on a very individual level.
Not
Yeah.
It's a government level.
No, this has nothing to do with leadership. This is everything to do with the mindset we've grown up with. It's not something that can easily shift. Where we can say, okay, now we care for the community. What do we do? Think
I
about
don't
it this
agree with
way.
you on that.
Think about it this way.
I don't agree with you on that.
Recently on Twitter, there was a whole debate about, like, I'm bringing it down to the bare minimum, bro. There was a whole debate that came up on Twitter like 2 days ago about, like, DJs and helping Ugandan artists promote their music. And
That
one
thing
side was
comes
saying,
about
Bebe
at least
cool
once
argument.
at least once a year. That debate has come up.
I think it's because of a Bebe Cool interview.
and one side was saying, man, the artists are sending their music. The best we can do is listen to it. If you like it, play it. The other side is saying, man, DJs, us as us. Like, where do, like, even us artists support us? And artists are asking, so how do we support you? And in the replies, I didn't even see anything that sounded like artists supporting DJs. Like, it was just the clap back of, hey, man, just support us. I'm like, how is that even possible? So you see, here's the thing. We live in a time, not a society, a time where it's more important to cater for yourself than for the community.
I don't agree with you.
Let me first finish.
I'll tell you why when
Let me
when
first
you're
finish,
done.
yeah?
Tell me when you're done.
We live in a time where it's more important to cater for yourself than for the community. And so you'd rather set yourself up first before you go to deal with other people, which was the reverse a long time ago. And I get it. It's not like anyone's fault. It's just how we've grown up. And it's what we see.
It's someone's fault, I think.
Okay,
I think the
before
ultimate
you take us into
solution would be
colonialism,
like
let me first
going
address
into the
his
federal
point.
government system.
Let me first address his point. I don't agree with you, bro. I think that's the narrative that we're pushed on today, that we're no longer in communities, we're now isolated, blah 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 blah. But I think this for Africans, man. Africans, and I know African is a very useless term right now, so I'll use Ugandans. For us here, Uganda, we're very communal, bro. Let's be real. All of us here, we know our families, we know our cousins, we know our what. You can decide to isolate from them, huh? But that's on you. I think that's what has happened is, where before community meant your whole village or your whole kingdom, and that probably just means now you and your kin and your friends. That's your community who you'll actually work to help. But the whole idea of working to help your community has not gone anywhere, bro. Anywhere. Maybe you can say like our scope of community has diminished, like we kind of limit it now, but it hasn't yet disappeared.
And that's the tangent. It's a tangent. It's not a stop. Yeah? It gets worse.
No, and that's
It
what I
gets
don't
worse.
agree. May I think it will get better before it gets worse.
Now,
I
I
disagree,
mean,
bro.
see, the problem is
I
like,
disagree.
we've said so many things. It's very hard to keep track because I have so many thoughts on what everyone has been saying. But since the clearest point in my mind is this one we're discussing now of community, this is what I want to say, man. I just think, first of all, I agree with the voice in terms of like everything has become so much more individualistic. But to come to Magic's point about how community hasn't really changed, how we all still have a community, I think that like community, it could mean two different things, right? But it could mean your people, could also mean like where you live. I think that there was a time when those two things came together. Like my family, my friends, all the people that I know, we all live in the same Goa, right?
Not too many generations back, by the way.
I'll tell you, bro.
Literally
like
our parents.
when I think about when I see the place where my dad grew up with his farm, like you'll be driving through and they'll be telling you, this is so and so's house, this is so and so's house. We used to do this here, we used to do this. Over how is that one?
All
How
go
is
to
that?
church together.
And you think they were all related, right?
Yeah.
But they were all just like a proper community. They didn't have fences back in that day. If they had fences, it was those big hedge fences where you can see through, where a guy walks by and he shouts.
What are they called? Biwempe.
Those things. Shit has changed so much now that like because guys now have fences, the things inside the fence are the ones that matter the most, man. You hear like those stories of guys getting robbed in Kololo, and the guy says he ran for like 100 meters shouting, "Help me, help me, help me!" and no one came out of their gate. Things have definitely changed, in a sense that like, and now where I disagree with you is when you say that like no one is to blame. I truly believe that because the guys at the top are also very individualistic with the way they handle things. It has now watered down to the rest of the country where guys are like, you know what? The guy at the top only cares about himself and his farm. So even me, man, let me take care of myself and my farm. If the gavo comes for taxes, I'll pay because I have no choice. But really, the thing that matters the most to me is that my farm is sorted. Maybe something extra I'll keep tithing to the church can deal with it. I'll maybe give to an orphanage once in a while. They'll deal with it.
Yeah,
I just feel like it's so easy for us now to kind of defer the responsibility of taking care of things around us to guys who don't even care, bro. Like we be like, nah, let the LCs and the MPs who fought for our votes, let them deal with all these things of the roads and the this and the that. But for us, man, let me just do what I can here, man. Let me handle what's in front of me. I feel like it's the easier choice. And now to your thing of the roads, I think I really need to like do research on that thing, because I suspect that we might have been played, man. I think that because these guys, roads is an angle for them to make cash. They can't allow a guy to come and just fix that problem. Because that's government funding. Like someone was explaining to me why a road can't be completed just in 1 year here. Because that's a cash cow, bro. We have to keep requisitioning for
every
this
budget,
cash.
Bro,
because in
what you're saying
Bukolobi,
is the truth, man.
let me tell you, in Bukolobi, that road of ours that was fixed, the government didn't fix that road, bro. The road that comes down from the market.
It was a private thing.
Not just a private thing. It was guys in the community. And that thing was busting my brain because I was like, hey, this road has been fucked for the last 10 years. Like, how did they allow them to finally fix that road? And is it like something that we are allowed to do and they just won't let us do it?
Is this something like for the estate? I've noticed most of the estate roads are built.
Guys do them.
Very good.
And the government doesn't do those.
But
like in Luboa, those roads are not done by the government.
This is how it works, at least for us, when it happened. You still have to go through the local council. So there's still some form of permission and still some form of payment. Then the local council approves like things. First of all, first chill money, that one it's you guys who will take care of it. But still things like the materials, blah blah blah. Now the materials, if you're doing like say fixing potholes, that one it won't be as stringent. Yeah, like Simanya, you're filling this pothole with sand, you're filling this part of the road with like sand just to level it. That one is simple. We're meaning like actual repairing the road or making it from like Maram to tarmac. That one is a policy thing I know it's like a government body.
It's a government thing, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, but also the people
must
at
be
the
a
top.
government.
The guys who are trying to
Must
fix
be.
their own roads in Origin. Vibes.
Government body.
Let me just say one last thing about community. I remember growing up, because I spent a lot of the time growing up. We grew up in a flat, right? And in flats we have these things called condominium, like committees. Yeah.
Condominium contract. It's even the contract.
Is that like each block?
The condominium is, man, now it becomes a legal thing. But just know that in a condominium, it's shared property, but each person has a right to their portion of that property.
And even air rights.
And then we all have a right, an equal right to the entire. Like there's certain spaces that are not just owned now by one person; they're owned by all of us equally.
Like the playground, the parking.
So, for example, in the parking, you can't bring a shade and put the shade over your Goa where your car parks. That's not allowed because that is now shared space.
Let me ask, how do you deal with like say noise pollution?
Things like that. Now, in a condominium, we have rules that govern all of us together. A guy, in fact, in condominiums, you can't even change the burglar proofing. But you want yours to look special. Nada. We are here together.
If they rob you, they rob you.
Change what's inside. Change inside your crib. On the outside, you can't. Now, when the person was growing up, those rules were very strictly enforced. Like, guys would meet at least once a month. Guys would meet.
Oh, so it's
Or
kind of like
bi-weekly, guys
that thing
would
you
meet.
see in the states of, what they call it?
Homeowners
Citizens
Association.
Patrol or something.
Yeah, kind of
just
something like that.
Homeowners Association.
Yeah, where guys would be like, you know what? These are zips that we're facing. There are thieves who are coming in the night to steal our lights in our cars. The kids' bicycles are going missing. This guy's dog keeps like guys would come at least once a month, discuss all the zips, figure out a way to fix it.
Crazy because nowadays.
Yeah, but dogs weren't allowed in
Bro,
the
we
flats.
just put it down.
Dogs were not allowed in the flats. Pets were not allowed in the flats early on.
Crazy.
It has changed now. But I've seen over time how that has changed, bro. Like, year after year, people have cared less and less. Guys stopped paying. Because it's a community, guys had this thing called condominium fee. Guys stopped paying condominium fee. Yet condominium fee is what caters for like rubbish collection, askaris.
So now each person just takes care of their own rubbish. Or?
Wait, you
No.
guys don't do condominium fee?
Guys are supposed to be paying it.
Maybe
But
that's
also
something
guys-
that happens after
Company, when
people staying there for a
what's it
long
called?
time. Because I'll say this, when
Mugaba
I know
Sandio
someone
Venture.
recently who moved into a condominium. Condominium fee is
Must
a
be
must.
collected. Now you see-
Condominium meetings are a
Are a
must.
It used to be like that. But over time, like, and that's why I think it has been like a generational shift. Because the more guys change, like the more guys now start renting off their apartments.
New people come, they're
new
not as
people come.
involved.
They're just
Also,
like, bro,
to
me,
be
I pay all
fair-
my money to my landlord.
To be fair,
Let
Call
him
him
deal
for the
with
meeting.
it.
Yeah.
His landlord is an old
what
guy.
entails a condominium? Because anyone can come and put up their 4 apartments.
That's a
And
condominium.
That's a condominium.
That's a
Exactly. Now, 4 guys are meeting for what, bro? We're just paying to the landlord.
They have to
They can-
discuss things like landscaping, paying for security.
Yes, let me tell
Exactly.
you.
But like nowadays, think about it. With all the number of apartments around, if that is going to stress me, just move to another one where they don't do that. It's like
Okay.
every man
I think that that's
in
the
their building for themselves.
That's the thing. Like, when we live in the same place, bro, chances are we have at least some shared zips.
Yeah.
We don't have the same zips, but we have zips in common. And those are the ones we should be dealing with together.
Yeah.
If power is always going in this block, let's figure that out.
With a short circuit somewhere.
Yeah.
What?
If there are thieves jumping in, they won't just rob me. They'll rob all of us. Let's figure that out. But guys, that kind of thing there
has
has
gone.
now burst a
It has
bit, man.
gone.
But having it as a separate fee, it's weird. I feel like it's
Condominium
better.
fee.
Yeah, I feel it's better to just put it on rent.
But not
Because
everyone
on
does
my
that.
side, that's what they do for the trash, for the people who clean the stairs and all that
Now,
stuff.
for you guys, your landlord, if you have one landlord, he owns all of the condominium titles. But each of those apartments has a different title. You dig?
So
Now
a
in-
lot of people nowadays have like a block. The block has been sold to different
Yeah,
people.
each
There's
person
different
owns his
people.
own
But
title.
each
I
each
get you,
title
I
is
get
a
you.
condominium,
A condominium
title.
title.
Yes.
It's not what they call it over Milo. Over
Condominium
it's a
title. I own a
condominium,
title
bro.
to this part of the
Condominium.
build. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And like
Yeah.
they literally can tell you like the air, like those guys even mark it out,
That
like in the
thing
air, there's
plays
air
me.
rights. You can sell the
I
air
was
rights of your
talking to a lawyer
building,
and they were
bro.
telling me how
That blows my brain.
bro, your plot is not on ground. It's that floor.
It's like third
Yeah.
floor. Yours is
I
on
was
the
like,
fourth.
what?
Yeah, bro.
What if the building
That's a real
collapses? Where is my
That's a very real
plot,
thing.
bro?
I don't know,
But-
but I don't know, bro. I don't think we need to get rich for us to play some. So like the broke guys have a role to play. You know what I mean?
Okay, on that particular area that you're talking about, like that, I don't think being rich will say you on that
Yeah.
one. Like,
I
you
mean,
can
it
only
could.
help your community in
The
like,
richer guy
hospital.
might be able, he might have more resources. He might do, but like there's something that the younger people are supposed to be doing. Maybe we're the ones who go and ensure that everyone has collected their fee. Maybe we're the ones who
That's what I was telling you. Like,
small
Cringe.
things.
it's a mindset shift that won't take. It's a mindset shift that won't take months, 1 year, 2 year, 5 years. It's like something that will happen over years, and it has to be intentional. I
Man.
definitely see your point on the leadership thing and how it has played a role. I see your point, and I would agree because, to be fair, I mean, I've also seen it with like my parents. My parents are very communal people, but nowadays they're also like, bruh.
And you know something else about this,
Bruh.
on this communal thing, maybe we'll wrap it up. But like in the past, guys used to feel like, man, that's our hospital. Oh, that's our church.
Our church.
Oh, that's our school.
And you know the funny
Okay,
thing
now
is,
guys are not
if
on
you
that
come,
jazz.
Guys, the school is far where they take the kids to.
Like,
It's
I
not
have to
near
go
the
to this and this
community.
school. I have to go to this
You
and
know,
this hospital.
if you'd come to that church and you're a new guy, you're now part of the community. Wherever
Yeah.
guys will push you to your home.
That's why I like those Watoto and Worship Harvest things where like there's Worship Harvest, Gayaza, Worship Harvest, Bugolobi, Worship.
Like
Because at least
cells
for
and
them,
stuff.
like
Yeah.
that's their church of the guys in Bugolobi. So anyway, man, my point in closing is try and care about your communities a bit more, man. I know I'm gonna try and figure out a way to like play some part in
Is it important to define
community.
Is
Where
it
you
friends?
live, man.
Is it location?
Where you live, or at least where you come from. But like, try and do some shit that you, I guess, wish the government would do, but it's
Is
absolutely not
community
going
also
to do.
where you're
Yeah.
comfortable?
But may I also say
Because you
this.
can have more than one.
But may I also say
I
this,
guess.
like, you can't help others before you help yourselves. On the plane, they tell you first put on your mask before you put on your next guy's mask. So,
That's true.
before you think of your community and what you can do for them, are you kawa?
Yeah.
That's the best way you help your community.
also
If you feel
important.
Not are you kawa, but are you also trying? You know what I mean? Like you're also working.
First answer, are you
No,
kawa?
okay, my version of that is, are you able to help?
Are you kawa?
That's how I would put it for myself.
I like
It's
that.
able to help, but you're not kawa. You first be kawa, bro. You first be kawa. Because this government, this UG, no one's caring for you like that, bro. So you first make sure you're good. Then you build the hospital, bro. You target like 1,000 kids being
My
born
guy
rather than one.
said heavy words very lightly.
Are you kawa? Are you kawa is crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was walking. So I told you I'm not staying at crib. So I was walking home for breakfast yesterday. And
Oh, from where you're staying?
yeah, where I'm staying. Now
Yeah,
where I'm
cool.
staying is not so far from where
Yeah,
I used to have my crib. So I'm walking home. I make a corner. There's this border guy who's riding down. He rides down, he sees me. He goes, he makes a U-turn, comes up, asks me, are you going? I say, no. He's like, okay. I just, but there's that kid in the street. So I'm like, But I make the corner. There is a baby. This baby is not older than 2. In the middle of the street.
Like where the white line divides
In
the road.
the white line, bro. The kid is standing in the white line looking confused. Now, I have a question for you. You make that turn. What do you do?
Community.
That's a messed up question.
What do you do? What do you do?
Obviously.
What do you do?
Obviously. As soon as if there's a child in the middle of the street, your instinct says,
Pull out the kid.
yeah,
right?
pull a kid out of the street.
Bro.
That's something I would normally do.
I was
Instinctually.
there listening as I'm trying to think. The border guy has sent me to that kid. First of all, he's like, let's look at that kid. Even me still showing me. Bro, I'm there trying to think, okay, this kid is on the dotted line. That's dangerous.
Of course.
Maybe you should try and... Bro, I hear border car coming from behind. faintly in the background. There's a border coming. Now, I'm looking at the boy. I start walking up to the boy. Okay, before I was walking up to the boy, I'm trying to figure out, like, where is this kid from? I'm looking at all the gates. All the gates are closed.
Yeah.
There is no one on this street, yo. From up to down.
Damn.
There's only one lady at the bottom sitting outside that crib. That's not a kid. Because she has been out there the whole day. The border comes. Grrrr. Now that interrupts all my thoughts. I'm like, okay, now just you have to grab this kid.
Run.
You have to
Run and grab that kid.
I need to give you some context. So I have shades on. I have my earphones in. I was taking a walk. It's not so close. So I'm taking a walk. So I said, let me put my earphones in.
That walk is not short, man.
It's not short.
You are saying Bunia, but
It's not short, man. That's why I don't go home for meals. But anyway, it's like I have earphones and I have shades on. I hear him hang about. I run to the kid. I grab the kid's arm because of the border.
yank him out of the road.
Bro, the kid loses his marbles. I feel like he was so confused and lost.
Yeah,
But seeing this big dreadhead, shaded nigga coming, he just lost it, bro. The kid started screaming and running, bro.
Oh.
Running. Now it's now me who looks strange.
Yes.
I look like a kidnapper. Now, funnily, there was no one on the street, remember?
Yeah.
Funnily, now I look. Now there's people looking up at you. Huh? What's happening? Where's the kid crying? All of a sudden, there's people in the street. I'm like, okay, damn, what do I do again?
I'm done.
Now the kid makes a turn, thankfully. Now me, I'm trying not to chase the kid. So I'm like walking and I'm like doing like this, like trying to ask like, what up?
Yeah,
with my hand
puller.
and my face. I'm like, eh? And thankfully the border passed, so I've done my work. I've saved the child's life. Call me Superman. Now, these two teachers come running out of a kindergarten. They pick up the kid. Thankfully, the kid allows them to pick them up.
Okay. They knew him.
They knew him. At least the kid, man isn't even looking at them. The
he
kid
didn't throw a
knew
fit,
them.
so the
Yeah,
kid
the
knew
kid
them.
knew
Yeah.
them.
So he ran back to the kindergarten, basically. He ran in the direction of the kindergarten.
By accident, but at the same time, two teachers were also coming because they had a kid crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was my day, man. But they didn't lock the gate about what.
So you told them the boy was in the middle of the street.
But they were just saying, "No, thank you." So I was like, "Bitch, thank you. Lock your gates,
No,
bro.
you
Can
just
you lock
said,
your
"No, thank
gates?"
you," because-
I was like, asked her, like, "Wait, thank you. Can you please lock your gates?" Because like,
That's so
you
crazy.
guys are going to get arrested for
scary.
kidnapping,
That's
bro.
terrifying.
Do you know
bro?
what I'm thinking about is what if that's my kid, bro?
Man,
You have
that's
left
your
him
kid
at
though.
school.
You left him at school thinking he's safe.
Studying.
In a kindergarten. This is not a daycare.
But this kid was younger than
Kindergarten.
my niece. He was
Oh my
maximum 2 years old, this
Oh
young
my
boy.
God,
I've never
bro.
seen anyone looking so confused. Like, there's a point where you become so confused that you now become scared.
Yeah.
I saw that in his face. Like, he wasn't
Yeah.
scared because he had seen a ghost. He was scared because he was like, where am I? He had three words question. How did I get here? The guy was on a slope. Now, for me, I was thinking it came from the gate. But anyway, that
That's
thing really
terrible.
it gave me thinking.
That's terrifying because, like, a truck is not going to see a 2-year-old on that road.
Thank you.
A truck, a bus.
Even a V8 will not see that
a
kid.
kid on that
A
road.
V8, even a Vitz with someone trying to change the song
Yes,
is not
will
seeing
not see
that
a
person
kid.
on the, replying a text. Yeah, no, that kid is becoming
Mush, bro.
tomatoes puree. What's that thing called? Tomato
puree is
paste.
crazy.
Tomato paste, bro. So me, I'm so glad I did my part. I made at least the kid not get knocked by a
Yeah, and he'll
boulder.
never do it again.
Yeah, at least he knows
That memory. That
That guy with dreads coming
yes, now the bitch
running.
outside that gate lies a bitch.
The moment I heard this, he did not look relieved at all.
Yeah. I don't know. Of course,
This kid did not look relieved at all. Can
of
you
course
imagine?
the approach.
It was like the opposite. He was like,
Yeah. Of course, the approach might have scared him. It was, but also out of your hands. Like
Yeah.
you had to run.
Like you needed to react.
yank him out of the
Yeah.
way. But like because you yanked him out of the way, you startled him. What that thing has confused me is how did you let go of him? Did you let go because he was screaming?
no, I let go because he like pulled away. I was thinking, okay, that's the right response to a stranger holding your hand. So I'm not trying to
Yeah.
like force that on you. That was the right response. So when he started running, I just said, okay, let me watch where he runs to and follow him until where he
Yeah.
stops running.
Yeah,
I didn't want to like overhold him, over try and carry him.
Yeah. That's why you look crazy.
That's why you look
That's
wild,
why you
bro.
look crazy.
But
I think you did the right thing.
I think
bro.
I did that. I held his hand. The guy he yanked it away so hard for a 2-year-old. He used all his 2 years of
Yeah.
strength that he had, bro, that he had amassed. And then began screaming.
And running. He also kicked it. Like, I know where I came back
I
from.
looked around, man. Guys were now looking up. They're like, huh?
That's
Like,
so
okay,
mad.
okay. Even I
bro.
started doing like this. What up?
That is
What
so,
up?
so mad, bro.
Okay, what's happening here?
That's so mad.
Anyway, yeah, that's my last topic for now. I think we'll discuss French music on Patreon. So sign into
Yeah,
Patreon.
we can discuss
if you
French
made it to this
music
point.
on Patreon. Let's do these questions, man.
We do questions on Patreon.
No. Let's do some questions and wrap it.
Let me ask some questions.
Let's do some questions.
You must have about
Hey.
my music.
Dad.
I'm only 15.
We can bang those.
Radioactive Reunion. Check Patreon.
Facts.
Host Tracy.
Who is Trace?
Tracy. Maybe Kababito. Maybe Trace.
The spelling of the Tracy is the one
Tracy.
that matters.
Might be.
Specify which Tracy you want.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
hella
We're
Tracies.
not two Tracies. at this
FPL podcast, yay or nay? Break our hearts. Nay.
Nay,
Just since you
bro.
asked so nicely.
Nay.
Recommend podcast, please. MJP.
Recommend podcasts.
Hey guys.
MJP.
Love your show. Since always listening and watching from same medical hostel, and you guys clear my
SME.
stretch.
SME.
Yeah.
Or maybe some medical hostel. And you guys clear my stress. I mean, you're welcome.
Well done. I've been talking to this nigga for some time, but after he found out,
Nah, first wait, why are you smiling, bro?
I like this one. Where it's
So
going.
it started. I've been talking to some nigga.
Of all the questions on his lady. After some time, he found out I was talking to someone else as well. He ghosted. Was there something wrong with what I did? We want exclusive. I mean, if you're a lady, yeah, there's something a bit wrong because guys are very protective.
First wait, is that the confession?
It's a question.
It's a question.
She said she had been talking to someone for some time, and then he found out she was talking to someone else, so he ghosted.
Yeah, guys will
Did
be
she
like
do something
that,
wrong?
bro.
I don't know, man. I feel like that's just like a guy who stood on his business.
Yeah.
Like I thought he was only talking to you, found out you're talking to other people.
Yeah.
Just that he wasn't like. It wasn't emotionally mature to have that conversation. You're just like,
But that's a good. That's
something
a, that's
wrong
a,
with
that's
you
a
guys.
good guy.
For him
That's a
to
good
be-
guy.
Yeah. The guy just
he just let you. You were talking to someone else, so you
do
talk
you,
to that
so
other
do
person.
you.
You talk to
Yeah,
that
you
other
talk,
person.
now you're here missing him. You're sending
mum
questions on the
On
pod.
the pod.
You should have. Hey.
And also, you like maybe you're also not emotionally mature enough to ask him what
Why?
happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
You have to ask
wait,
the pod.
now you're asking us.
Ask him. Don't ask us.
Why are you asking us? If
Yeah,
you
ask
know,
him.
Let me. Here's the thing. It's like she knows the cause, bro.
No, she knows.
She
She
knows.
knows.
She said
Exactly.
it.
She just asked me,
So,
was she
like-
wrong for that cause?
Was she wrong? I mean, would you guys stop talking to a girl because she's talking to someone else?
Yeah.
Stop talking to her.
If I was under the
Deep-
impression personally that we're exclusive, yes.
Define talking.
Maybe I
Because
built
would
cause
assume
was in my
yes,
mind.
we're exclusive.
But if I had, it's
Okay,
over, bro.
Let's say you thought you were the only one she was talking to, and you discover that you're not. Is that grounds for you to stop talking to her completely?
Yeah.
No,
No, I'm
No.
stopping, bro.
I
no,
don't think
Me, I'm
so.
stopping.
I'm not
Because
stopping.
like,
But if she wants to be in,
Also,
go
to
ahead.
be
or
fair,
if I
that's
think
different.
in my mind
Yeah.
that she,
That you're not the favorite.
because
That,
there's some like that kind of insecurity, you might maybe think, okay, maybe he's better than me,
yeah.
and you don't want to deal with now
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You'd
yeah,
rather
yeah,
just deal with
But here's the thing.
removing her.
my version of talking
Yeah.
is we've already assumed. No, actually, not assumed. We've already got it out of the way that we're exclusive. That's when we are
Exclusive.
talking. Now you're talking to another guy.
Well, well,
those are the
deeping,
semantics,
man.
guys, we have.
I'm
Yeah.
You know,
deeping.
like you thought you might have made it clear in your mind, but for her it was
no,
just like a
We've
joke.
had the conversation, bro.
Even you might have had the conversation,
Let me tell
but you had it alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me tell you
For her,
what.
she wasn't having that conversation.
Guys in this
Hell no.
generation.
What do you mean alone, bro?
Guys in
It's
this
possible,
generation-
bro.
Guys in this generation, they blast off the gray areas. So guys don't want things to be clear.
Bro, there's
So
nothing.
it'll be a thing of, man, of course she knows that we're exclusive. Look at the way I'm talking to her. Not because we've had a conversation about being
Let
exclusive.
me tell you, by the time we are talking, there's nothing grey about it, bro.
Okay, I don't agree.
I don't know.
I think
Nothing
you can
grey.
talk.
For me,
I think you can
this is a
talk
personal thing.
in the
Okay, what
black
does
or
talking-
white.
What does talking mean? Eh?
No, it's not being romantic.
I don't think
It's
that's
just
talking.
talking.
He's saying like him and his last thing. I don't think that was talking.
That
bro.
was
You guys were in
romantic.
a
That was romantic as
relationship.
That's what we're talking about, right? What do
Not
you mean? What do you mean by
really,
talking?
not really.
I think talking is talking stage. The first
Yeah,
stage you're in.
yeah.
It's a talking
Like
stage.
I've met
before
you,
go any
I'm
deeper.
feeling you, I'm getting to
there
know
we are
you.
chilling.
talking.
Relax. That's not talking.
That's chilling. I hate guys. You guys have
Anyway.
different terms for everything,
Next
bro. I'm
question.
actually.
Arabs cheating.
If you're not supposed to be setting anyone
Yeah.
else Rabs, then for sure.
Arabs are cheating.
If we've already,
Arabs are
if we
cheating.
know that you're not supposed to be setting, that does it feel like you're doing
if
something
you're,
wrong?
if you're asking this, yes. By the time you're asking this, yes.
In fact, ask yourself why you're asking.
yeah.
If you feel like you're doing something wrong,
yeah.
you're doing something
You're
wrong.
doing something wrong, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, sis. Among the three of you, who do you think will get married first or last? Ask your mom.
What? What did you say?
He
I
said,
said,
ask your mom.
I said, I think it might be Wendy.
There are four
Wendy
of us, I
last.
guess.
If anything, I think Wendy first, bro.
But this
Wendy
sounds like
first,
my aunt,
eh?
bro. I do not answer this question, bro.
Eh,
I don't, man. Like,
I
I'm
kind of want
pissed.
to answer, bro.
Go and ask your sis, man.
What makes you say that?
Nah, man, I feel like you.
Don't even speculate, bro. We'll just see it for
innit?
ourselves.
Yes, sir.
This one is annoying me.
Fair.
Some girl I used to study with, she was 2 years ahead. Texted me randomly about needing money because she was in a bad fix and her mom was really sick. Please note, I'm not in the country, so for her to ask me was random AF. Because we are not even friends, but I still sent some money. To be continued. Part 2. I felt something was off, so I texted the girl and I knew... I texted the girl I knew was her friend that went to the same uni as her. And I asked her about the situation. She told me she's been pulling things like that for a while. She's not even sure if her mom is actually sick. And I feel stupid and pissed. Never trust people. Okay, let me say on that one. I feel like some people just lie for things like money. They come up with any reason. You just landed
To
on
get
one
it.
of those. But those ones are, I'll say out of 10, they're like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, of human beings. So don't lose hope. Keep trusting.
Okay, for me, I'll say this. I think that, like, when I get a request for money from someone that I'm not close to, for me, it's a red flag. I immediately think that this person has a substance abuse problem, bro.
Yeah, that's a good.
For me, that's like now my new go-to. That's like the first like indicator to me
That's a good
that this
terms.
person
Yeah.
either has a substance abuse problem or a money problem.
Yeah.
Like,
Betting.
yeah, there's something like that. Like, they've just borrowed too much money from guys, and now they've started borrowing from guys who are not even close to them. But you see, like, when it comes to drugs, that one there, like, it removes all pride.
All barriers. Yeah, I
You
get
no
you.
longer
I
care
get you.
who you're asking, bro.
Yeah, that's my first assumption these days.
Yeah.
bro.
So for me, when I see something like that, let me give you guys a situation, a scenario. A guy that I know, I went to primary school with him, recently hit me for some money. Now, without giving too much away, like the way he couched
That's
his
rebound. Sorry.
a guy that I know, and went to primary school with, recently asked me for some money. But the way that he couched his money need, couched it as like a need for like a hustle. He explained
like
the
I'm
hustle to
I'm
me,
trying
like,
to start
we're
this
doing this and
business,
this,
blah,
but
blah,
man,
blah.
like, we're struggling right now. Like, money is slaughter. Like, anything you can give would be kawa. But the hustle that the guy mentioned, I haven't seen that guy do that thing in a while. You know what I mean?
He last did it in Primo.
You know, he last did it like truly and honestly, like the last time I saw that guy do that hustle was like a 6 vac, bro. So I was like, So I told him, you know what, it's come, I'm out of town. But when I'm back in town, I'm going to come and visit you at that thing. And he said, Kawa. And that's why we left it. That paragraph asking for money was long as hell. After I responded how I responded, he only responded with Kawa. Clearly, bro, like, there's something there. There's something there. So,
Yeah.
just know, man, you gave a chick that money. He probably didn't go to what she said, but, like,
But me, I'll say this
The
as
money
a
is
general
gone.
rule of thumb. Okay, for your rule of thumb is, for them it's substance abuse.
That's the
Mine
first.
is, it's like for them they really need the money, man. For me, in my mind, it's like by the time someone is asking you for cash,
uh,
they really need it, even if it's for substance abuse.
yeah.
He feels like he's dying today. So I feel like my first go-to should be if I have it, and I feel like this is someone who can have it, I give him the cash. Like me, I give them. And I feel like that should be a good default, bro. Because even if someone is in a substance abuse and you have the cash, let them abuse. I don't know. But why don't come to terms? I'm playing. But like, don't support none of that.
Mine is I have to know the person. I would assume that I'm a good judge of character. I assume I am. So now it's up to you to let me down. And once you do, it has happened.
But it is so personal because it's not for substance, not for what.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but also,
You don't ask me, bro. Let me just say it now. Don't ask me, bro.
Don't ask me, man.
Because if you ask me,
man.
I'm still going to deflect you. I'm going to send you to someone who actually does that as a business, bro. Who lends money as a business.
Yeah.
And then you'll get into a formal thing with him. So that if you fuck him over, he can come for it in another way.
I'll probably send you like a link to my jam. Go stream BIRIRI right now. Anyway.
A favor for a favor.
So that they give you money.
So we to give him back.
Yeah.
You can feel Banner and Rema's influence in Magic's jam. Big up on you, Magic. Magic's jam is fire. Those are the last three.
Hard.
One big up myself. Oh. Shout out Laguma as well. He produced that thing and mastered. Shout out him.
Shout out.
Yeah,
That's
man.
the last question. The last three about my jam.
Love that, bro.
Guys, go stream my song while I, man. Don't waste your time. A waste of your time.
Hi, man. I think that might be all we have time for today. We'll have to get out of this place. Someone told me that we don't plug Cardamom and Coffee enough.
You plug.
So, yeah, man, you guys should come to Cardamom and Coffee. It's a beautiful cafe. It's where we record here twice a week. But aside from that, man, they have spectacular tea.
Try
They
the
have really
iced
decent
coffee.
cocktails. They have fire iced coffee and iced tea.
In this hot weather,
The
especially.
stuff is spectacular. The environment is really beautiful and calm and chill. And like it's perfect for a date, or for studying, or for reading a book, or for listening to music, or for
Yeah, just don't come on Tuesdays or Fridays. Every other day is yours.
no, come on Fridays. They have an acoustic night on Fridays.
It's full.
It's full. They have an acoustic night on Fridays,
It's
which
too
is
nice,
fire.
it's full. That's how nice it is.
I think they also have a chef's table on the 23rd of March. It's the 23rd of March, which is like this dope event where you're served like a 4-course meal prepared by a particular chef. 24th of March.
Cool, innit?
Check our IG story for the details of that chef's table. Yeah, man, check out Cardamom and Coffee, man. Beautiful, beautiful place. Aside from that, take care of yourselves, care about your communities, love your loved ones, and we'll see you next week.
And reunite
And
Africa.
rescue kids.
Africa must unite. Unite Africa.